a quienes os estáis uniendo. ¿Cómo estáis? Hola.
Hello. Good
Hello.
afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hello. We are today. I think we have some retard in the sound, but we will do our best.
Here it sounds great.
Okay. That's very good. So welcome, Sven, and thank you, the people that is joining us. We will give like a couple minutes for more people to join. We're saying hello to Mara, to Nathalie, to Arago, and we can give like a couple minutes to more people to join, but also to let you know and everyone that we will be recording this conversation, so it doesn't matter we're not too many people, because we will save and publish and share it in our YouTube channel in all our social media as possible. Yes. So here I am in Madrid, which is quite hot. I don't know how it's in Brussels, Sven.
In Brussels, it's as it is in Brussels, cloudy, sometimes sunny, 18 degrees. So it's typical Brussels weather. I'm sure it will be better in Bilbao, or at least hopefully it will be better in Bilbao.
Well, Bilbao weather is unexpected. Well, I have this beach in my background to think about in the summer, but in Bilbao, we never know. Today in Bilbao, it's very sunny and very beautiful. So let's keep it for July. Okay.
And we will have a lot of sunny people, right?
A lot of?
Sunny people.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So if you want to spend, we are like 5 on the hour, so we can start sharing slowly. This is a relaxed conversation meant to share with people what it's behind the scenes about hybrid, about the summit in general, and this different approach that we are offering in this challenging year of the summit, and approach it as a hybrid summit. The first time it is a global summit from the IAVP community, IAVP environment, all the visual communities. We are looking forward to join many visual communities, and that's why we have taken this path, and you especially, and also Mara, who's there as well, have taken this role of pushing this hybrid and this hybrid space. So for those who don't know about the summit, we are organizing a Visual Thinking Global Summit in Bilbao this summer, starting the 27th till the 30th. And we will have a different, extended, and challenging, embracing the challenges of this year experience, and to welcome everyone that wants to join us and think together about the future, how to build the future of our profession as professionals, and also to help society towards this better future co-created. So this is about the summit, and please tell us a little bit about you, Sven.
Yeah, so I'm Sven, as you have heard already. I'm from Belgium. Although I haven't always lived in Belgium, I've been a bit around Czech Republic, Portugal, the UK, and then back to Belgium. So I really enjoy everything that is transnational and maybe even transcontinental. I think it's always an enriching experience. Hence, this is also why or part of the reason why I'm involved with the summit, but also as part of the board of directors of the IFEP. I would say I'm mainly a facilitator and a trainer, although I also do some graphic recording. I do a lot of visual facilitation. And yeah, other things about me, I enjoy skiing and cycling, which is also important, to have some fun hobbies. And as you mentioned, Elena, I will be focusing on the hybrid and online experience on the summit in July, which is also a fun challenge to try and experiment with that and see what are all the things we can do with it that might be relevant and interesting that you haven't seen somewhere else yet. Because to my own frustration, very often these meetings are a bit, yeah, monotonous maybe, or often the same. So we're gonna try and give it a bit of a different schwung, as we say.
Yeah, and I think with your description, you totally represent the spirit of the summit with all these vectors, geographically talking, and all these different approaches to your profession. So we know that people are like very hyped towards the hybridity because we have all been experiencing through the pandemic the have been going virtual just like this and then making our jobs work and our relations. But let's help the people that are interested in the hybridity approach to the summit. Let's help understand what we're meaning about this.
Yeah, yeah. So um, there's three ways actually to enjoy the summit. The first one is physically in person in Bilbao. That everybody knows. Everybody has been to the conference in the past. Kind of knows how it is. You meet people. There's lots of interesting conversations. And in Corona, we also experienced a fully online conference. Now we are a bit in limbo, I might say. We are, there's still some Corona. It has changed a bit of the dynamic that we have. Some people are more comfortable in traveling than others. Some are comfortable, but know that if they go back to their country, they have to go 2 weeks in or 10 days in quarantine, which might not be so enjoyable. Corona might also have had an impact on our financial capacities. So for some people, it might be challenging to come to Bilbao. So we thought, okay, we need to make sure that we create the conditions for everybody who wants to join to give them the ability to do that in different forms. And so the most obvious way was, okay, let's just have the conference online at the same time, where people can interact with the reality of Bilbao, but also interact with each other online. So that was the kind of the first setup, and we will have that opportunity. So you will be able to join the summit online, follow the keynote speeches live, but also have discussions or have the same discussions as we have on the spot, but from a digital perspective. So you will meet in breakout groups and discuss and share your experiences that then will also be shared back to the conference in Bilbao. Did you have a question, Elena, or you wanted to say something?
Yeah, please. Oh, sorry, excuse me for interrupting, but just how do we do that? How do people are able to have those conversations from different spaces?
So we'll have basically we'll have two platforms where that will happen, so to speak. We have a Meet Maps platform, which is basically an interactive platform where you will be able to meet and interact with other participants. You'll be able to set up a hello and a chat with them and say, okay, I would like to meet you. So that's one way. But on the other side, we'll also have a much more dynamic interaction through Zoom. So you will be able to see what is going on, but you'll also be able to interact just like the people on the spot. You will be able to ask questions to the keynote speakers or to the wider audience. But also when the people meet in little small groups on the summit, you will also be able to meet in small groups virtually. So to interact with people from across the world. So you will not be there physically, but you will also have the ability to have these transnational, transcontinental conversations with people from all over the world around the burning questions that we have in our field these days.
Well, that sounds amazing, challenging for the design team of this hybridity with all this unexpected participability to travel and also on. But you mean also that the people in the tables on site will be able to interact with the people online?
To a certain extent, yes. Not for all activities, but there are moments. For example, we'll have some kind of an expert cafe where we can understand. There, it will be possible, for example, to people from the venue to join also the people who have online workshops. We also considered of doing it the other way around. We will be in a very big space, and so the technical challenge and also the cost of it would be way higher, and we really chose to keep the cost for the online summit as low as possible. So in that sense, that will be not always possible. However, what we will have, and I think that's something cool, we will have on the spot, we will have big touchscreen TVs, horizontal, with Miro boards on, and so the people online will be able to interact live on these Miro. Sorry, I always say Miro, but it's for some Miro. Live with the people that are also on the spot. So there will be direct interaction there. What we will also do is we will have a flying reporter. That will be me at the bridge. And so during coffee breaks or during open moments, I will be running around creating interaction, live interaction between the people that are online and the people that will be on the spot in Bilbao. So we'll have, conversations over coffee break, sharing, bringing people that are there, but also people that are online together. So that will be a fun and interesting way. So you'll be able to experience the coffee breaks live as well, even though you are not physically present. And I think that probably will be a cool experience to do.
Absolutely. You mentioned, Sven, that you're a bridge, but I visualize you like a multiverse as facilitator, that changing from parallel realities, from parallel worlds. And that's really what hybridity means. It's not like two different spaces. And I see those mirror boards as the real connectors, because also with the pandemic, this is one of the things that we have put in our pockets and in our learning backpacks, like interacting through all these tools like Miro, where people can really participate and interact in real time with this type of spaces. Wow, that sounds super cool.
Elena, maybe one more thing to add that might be interesting. It's a bit weird to share it in English, but if we have enough people from a particular language group, so imagine, I don't know, 20 French speakers that want to join, in that case, we will be able to have live French translation of the keynote speeches, but also create French-speaking breakout groups. So imagine you are a Spanish speaker or a French speaker, or I don't know what other language, Mandarin speaker, and you say, I'm not that comfortable to discuss, these things in English, but I do want to join. If we can collect, and if you also can connect a lot of people through the summit from your language group, we will make sure that the keynotes are translated simultaneously, but also that you can discuss in your own language. It would make it a lot easier to follow, to join, and to discuss for you, because we know not everybody is fully comfortable in English, and this has been maybe a limitation in the past of these live gatherings, that now, thanks to this online hybrid context, we can overcome, and we can actually involve more people fully in the conference, even though your English is not 100%.
But one idea comes to my mind. I invite you to share this in French, and I will do it afterward in Spanish.
Oui,
well, not three, you have more languages, but at least in French and Spanish.
Très bien. Je peux essayer en français, donc pour la francophone, mais aussi pour des autres langues. Si nous avons plus ou moins 15-20 personnes d'un groupe de langues, le français, l'espagnol, le chinois, on peut assurer qu'il y a une traduction directe de tous les keynotes, donc des gens qui font des présentations, mais aussi des groupes francophones, des groupes espagnols, des groupes chinois, pour discuter. Donc, si vous n'avez pas est super confortable en anglais, il n'y a pas de souci, vous pouvez joindre le summit et on peut organiser le summit en français pour vous. Mais pour ça, c'est très important que vous cherchiez des gens qui peuvent joindre aussi dans votre langue. Donc voilà, francophone, c'est aussi chouette de joindre. Nous avons un formulaire de pré-registration que nous pouvons partager après avec vous, où vous pouvez montrer que vous avez un intérêt de joindre, si c'est en français. Voilà, en français pour les francophones. Il n'y a pas d'excuses. Maintenant, vous pouvez préparer pour le summit en français. Elena,
Pues
in Spanish.
sí, yo recojo de ahí, muchas gracias, sin excusas. En el caso del español es parecido a lo que ha explicado Sven, pero el idioma principal del Summit será el inglés, pero tendrá traducción simultánea al español. Por lo tanto, el español sí que tiene traducción simultánea, pero es muy importante la sugerencia que hace Sven. Si tenemos suficientes personas apuntadas cuyo idioma principal sea el español, habrá sesiones especiales y pequeños grupos donde se genere la conversación y dinámicas específicas para ese grupo de personas. Para ello, como ha comentado Sven, hay una fórmula de preregistro que podéis ver en nuestras redes sociales y en la web del Summit para descubrir si hay esa masa crítica suficiente para formar estos grupos. Así que, como Sven ha dicho, sin excusas.
Yeah, exactly that. Now we talked a lot about the online hybrid experience in the same time zone, right? So it's perfectly okay that you live in, I don't know, West Coast US or in Peru or in China or in Australia or Japan, and you think, I really want to live the experience as it happens, then you can join in this same time zone, which would mean that you would have to wake up in the middle of the night or wake up very early or stay up very late. However, we also have an opportunity for you to join in a more, let's say, a more friendly time zone for you. Maybe not exactly your time zone, but one that is more friendly to your biorhythm. So that's also an opportunity that we want to give to make sure that you don't have to be sleep deprived after joining the summit. So what is the intention here? We actually want to give you the opportunity to join the summit, for example, with a lot of people from Latin America in Spanish, in a time zone that is 1 or 2 hours away from your own time zone. So how will that? We will make sure that if you have a group of more than 10 people from your region, that there will be a facilitator. Somebody will host the summit process for you. You will receive all the videos of the keynotes that have happened on the summit with the translation for you. You will be able to watch them together, discuss, see what you learned from them, and then also feedback your conversations back into the summit and get our answers or our reflections when you wake up in the morning. So you'll be able to experience the summit with people from your region, people you are familiar with, in your own language and in a time zone that you don't have to wake up in the middle of the night, or you don't have to stay up until 2 or 3 in the morning. And I think this is something, at least from my experience, I haven't seen done yet in a hybrid setting. So you'll also be in a totally new experience that I think can be really cool. I mean, it's nice to experience with people from your own neighborhoods in the comfort of your own home.
Yeah, absolutely. This sounds super unique, and if I'm right, this will be reached through that conference platform, Meetmaps, that will be available once you are registered, and also through all those Miro boards that will be available for people, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So all the information when you wake up in a way, or when you start your meeting in the regions, everything you need will be already available on the platform. And there will be somebody to host you that speaks your language, that is familiar with your context. So you can feel really comfortable, um,
Yeah,
which is really cool.
yeah. I
Uh,
wonder how
I would
people can miss this experience. Yeah, it's something not to miss. Like so much effort and so many things crystallize through this summit. So the summit, we are thinking about different time zones, different languages, different platforms, and different types of contents. Because talking about content, we
in finance,
yeah,
in finances. I mean, it's expensive to fly from, I don't know, Japan or Australia to Europe, and then also have the expense of the summit. Obviously, we would love it if everybody would come physically to Bilbao, right? Like, there's no question about it, and I'm sure all of you also would prefer maybe to join and be in this vibe of the summit itself. But we know that's not the reality for all these kind of people. So we still want to make sure that you can join, and that you can not just join as a passive observer who just sees some videos, but that it's really engaging and really immersive experience, also if you join online live or in your own time zone. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Also, because the theme or the topic of the summit is take it to shape it. So we are really breaking boundaries, and we're taking challenges. We are living like a stress time, but with lots of hopes and to share with people, and also, as you say, financially also thinking about time, and also thinking about new things that we are learning, that just life changes, like John Didion says, changes in a moment. So we want to be ready to go forward with the summit in whatever matter, make it for everyone. So that's the expectations. So I don't know if there are questions, but I have a couple questions collected from our Olivier Perret from
Uh,
Paris, or from the heart of France. So I'm going to ask you exactly the questions that came from the Instagram account. Please follow us on social media for updates for all the things it's towards the summit. So the question from OPA, will the hybrid part have a side to it for online to online and on? I think some of these things are already answered. Really wanted to acknowledge Olivier's question.
yeah, yeah. So indeed, I think I did answer that already. In our hearts, we wished we could make this like, a fully two-way experience, and we did look into that opportunity, but it would increase the cost so dramatically that it would not be feasible anymore for people.
Yes.
It is already, for some people quite an investment. So we did get the maximum. So the people online will be able to join offline workshops. There will be a direct interaction through touchscreen Miro boards on the setting, which you can also join online. And the third interaction moment is I will be running around, and I will be making sure that in the free time you can also interact with people that are there live. So that will be a direct engagement moment, so to speak. And also in the Meet Maps, which is the platform we will be using, there will also be possibilities for communication, chatting, and interacting with people that are on the spot and online. So there are a number of ways in which we will make sure that there is a direct conversation. And actually, there will also be in the beginning. We are testing this out now. There will be also breakout groups where we will mix live people with online people, which will be, let's say, a technological or an internet nightmare for the venue, but we're making it work.
Yeah,
So yes,
absolutely.
Olivier, the moments will be there.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I need to mention the efforts of the design team, because this is creativity put to the towards people, so people can really not to. We don't need to raise prices, make it achievable for everyone, and make it in a really interactive, in the most creative way. Or just because you are finding all these steps. So we are meant to have to share just 30 minutes. So we are about to close. So you want us to have some closing words? We will be doing more of this. We are
Yes.
starting. We'll do more.
I think maybe what I want to say is, and Elena, I don't know if you can post the link again to the meet maps here in the chat. But one thing we were struggling with, and this is has been a big challenge and a discussion. So imagine I'm a French speaker and I want to join the conference, but I know that we need 10 people or 15 people to have a French event, or I need 10 people to have an Australian group that can work in the time zones that are friendly to Australia. How do I know that there will be enough people? If I sign up and then in the end there's not enough people, then I might be disappointed. So what did we do to solve this? We created a pre-registration, and you will be able to find that on the platform. So you can say, hey, I'm from China and I'm really interested in joining a Chinese group. I will pre-register, and if you pre-register before the 15th of June, you will get a 30% discount on the online price. Yeah, so it's 300 euros, 30%, that will mean you will get about 100 euros discount, which will only cost 200 euros, which is already much more friendly. And once we have the group full, we will contact you and say, look, great, we have a full Chinese group or a full Australian group. You can register now with this discount code, and when you register, you'll see you'll get a 30% discount. When we get the full group completed, the people who sign up afterwards, you were not able to manage to register before the 15th, you will get another 20% discount. So if you register before the 15th, and we managed 15th of June, and we managed to get a full group, you'll have a 50% discount on the online price. It means it drops to 150 euros, which I think is quite affordable for most people. If you register after the 15th and we get a full group, you still get a 20% discount. So actually, the point is register before, or do the pre-registration before the 15th of June, because that will allow you to get a maximum of 50% discount. If you have registered before the 15th, still encourage other people to register, because that would give us an additional 20% discount. So you see, we are thinking of you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not posting it in the comments. Because I don't want to touch the direct recording, but I want to save it. But if you enter in our profile about 2022 Visual T Global Summit, this you're joining, the link is there and all the explanation. And please follow us on social media. I want to thank you, Sven, for the detailed explanations, for the detailed efforts to design all this and to try to shape it in the most opening way, even if it's sometimes it's like difficult to follow, but it's all explained because it's really thought from the heart to open it to all the people to join the summit. We really want to reconnect to the community, recover that spirit that made us strong and made us grow as professionals and persons. That's what this all is all meant for.
Thank you, Elaine. Thank you so much. And people watching, keep in mind, for us, this is extra work. It would be much easier not do it. So we do it for you, right? To make sure you can have the experience. So sign up, pre-register, and join us online, offline, synchronized or unsynchronized. We don't care. We just want you there.
Yes, you can. That's the better closure for this conversation, dear Sven. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for all the brain work and hard work put on.
Thanks a lot.
And this, as I said in the beginning, this will be recorded and shared on our YouTube channel and in our social media channels. So we're waiting for you in Bilbao.
See you in Bilbao. Bye bye.
Bye bye.